GM, wake up, let's go. Web 2, Web 3, stay in the know. Action, Dabatola, Toki in the zone. Breaking down the latest, straight to your phone. From Web 2 shifts to Web the waves. News, deep dives, hot takes for days. Tech's evolving, the world's in spin. Markets move, let's lock it in. Gen Z's here, no time to snooze. Tune in now, get the news. GM. Wake up, let's go. Web 2, Web 3, stay in the know. GM, start the show. GM, wake up, let's go. Web 2, stay in the know. GM, start the show. GM, let's go. Web 2, stay in the know. GM, start the show.
Yo, GM, how y'all doing? That's
GM. Me or you?
You.
Oh, well, GM, buddy.
It's one of those. Well, yeah, history bear over here. Always so proper and polite. Greetings and salutations. That's supposed to be a joke. All right, we're going to kick this off by letting people know something very, very important. We're going to make sure we cover at least 3 things. First, markets. Absolutely. Want to make sure I'm touching on that so that people know exactly where we are, what I'm seeing, because I try to say, hey, Monday, don't miss out on this thing. It's kind of a big deal. And what happened? Whoop. Number went up. So I am no oracle. I am not a financial advisor. I just like throwing money at things and seeing if it sticks.
I mean, it works.
Yep. Secondly, we are going to talk about how to deal with people in this market. And when I say people, I just mean friends, because if you're dealing with anybody else, it ain't worth it, right? Like I'm looking at Blue over here, like, oh, we're back, baby. LFG Vegas 2025. We might have a pullback before then, so be careful, Blue. But that's what I'm talking about, dealing with friends, the naysayers. Also, people that can't stop talking about China and Trump. That would be you, Toki.
That's not me.
That's definitely you. It's
Scott.
definitely you. Well, yeah, he did bring it up when you weren't even here yesterday. So good point there. But I'm sure you made mention of it in a space this morning that you can't stop talking about China. So
I did.
There is that. And I'm going to bring up some really good stats as well as far as that goes, because I think it's pretty important for us to keep an eye open. But also, yeah, I mean, we got to talk about what's going on with the tariffs, because that is one of the reasons why the markets kind of took a little, time off from tanking everything that I own. So yeah, it's been a good time over the last day and a half. I feel less poor.
I mean, that's good, right? To feel less poor.
I mean, yeah. I was just hope that how do I even say that? I was just hoping it's more than just the Boston song, though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hang on, there it is. There it is. If anybody got that reference, please let me know in the comments. Did you get it, Toki?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll come back to it and I'll ask what song I was talking about. in a little bit.
Hopefully we'll get someone in the comments to say.
I really hope so because I feel like I'm the only one who like thinks about this crap, and it's a little weird sometimes. Not gonna lie. My favorite comment before the stream started at 7:37 a.m. was from Witness 101. There's no rally. Price steadily dropping over the last 2 hours. Yes. Yes. I also watch meme coins based on the 3-second chart.
I mean, if you're looking at the hourly chart and you're scared about what Bitcoin's doing right now, bro, like I'm sorry, but there's nothing that exciting. Sure, it's going down a little bit. The tiniest bit. I'm not worried. We're like, part of me is still expecting a massive pullback. So the fact that it's even gone down a little bit, like, okay, like, still pretty good price. Still.
Agreed. There is a song for this one as well. Pick. Can you tell which one that is?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna make this entire show about music, the whole thing.
I'm down.
We can go with One Direction. I'll give you the one. Well, no, not One Direction. One Republic. One Republic. Ready?
Okay.
I ain't worried about it. You can also go Stevie Wonder. I ain't worried about a thing, but that's just for the older folks. Because let me pull it up. I'm just gonna pull it up. This is what we're looking like
I haven't
right
seen
now.
Serenity in the crowd yet, so.
It's like, oh no, look, we're not even like this is not even close to all-time highs. Dude, this is like, look at this.
We're going
right
down.
Here. Like, yeah, we are down. Like, look at that. And there was actually support that didn't let us crash in. Like, this is pretty darn good. I don't know why people complain with a full belly, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty darn good. Like, yeah, guys, like, just stop. Just stop. I mean, we got a boatload of volume over here over the last 2 days. And this is a daily chart, by the way, because I don't think it makes sense for us to look at anything else, at least not right now. Are we going to have some pullbacks? Yeah, I think so. I think we're probably going to land in the 90s is where I'm expecting us to be, between 90 and 91. That's my expectation. Expectation. There is an event over in Dubai at Expectation.
I thought you were gonna go into the expectations.
Sorry, no. I just thought about food, man. No, yeah.
Food,
so like
music.
This is. I mean, this is the best stream in the world. Are you kidding me? Bom dia. Yeah. I mean, we'll do what we can to make sure we're showing things how they really are. But you know, something that was big for me that I actually want to touch on, because I think it's pretty important for people to know, is yield. Last cycle, I may or may not have mortgaged some things, refied, and had over 6 figures earning passively at the risk of getting rugged by some random exchange. But no, I made money. I was fine. It's fine. I definitely made a boatload of money, so it's okay.
Good.
But I think we're back to that type of scenario once again this year, just because people understand the value of stables, and the latest stable to actually do this. Let me show you. You're gonna love this one. Talk about mainstream. We are definitely going mainstream right here. PayPal to pay 3.7 annual yield on stablecoin. PYUSD.
I did see this one.
How do you feel about this? I'm like, I don't get a chance to actually have interactions with people in real life. Like, I basically sit behind my screen and go, I think this is going to be great. This is what's going to happen. But it helps when I have another mind to kind of bounce this off of. What are your thoughts on this one?
I see this one actually.
Nobody cares about your thoughts. You're useless. Quick break, because I actually want to share something else with you that I thought was just amazing. You're like, where are we going? Yeah, we're doing this. I'm gonna pull up a bookmark for from X that I thought was just priceless, and I definitely want to make sure I. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, you didn't. Thank goodness. This is so amazing. This is a very short little clip that I think that is going to be very worthwhile. Understanding how friendships really work. And again, this is where I think it all boils down to, and why I behave the way that I behave on stream and everywhere else in life in general. Listen to this little hot take here.
New study finds that friends who often playfully insult each other are 300% more honest and loyal. Research shows that we should all absolutely relentlessly roast our friends. Contrary to popular belief, psychologists believe that friends who grill each other with frequent, good-natured jokes might have stronger friendships after all. Have I told you how much older you are than me lately?
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna cut it there.
I have to agree. This is probably one of the best ways to test a friendship. One of my longest friendships is actually someone from the military, where we were relentless to each other on the daily. But I also knew that if I needed a ride to the hospital, he's the first person I'm calling because
That's
he'd
the way it
actually come
works.
pick me up.
That's the way it works. So Blue, I know you're listening in. If I, roast you, because I love you. Okay. Also, Toki, I'm glad you kind of like brushed that beard of yours. You were looking pretty homeless the other day. All right, let's get back into it. Now, PayPal. Good news, bad news, indifferent. Like, what is the actual? How do you
Adoption
think this
news.
impacts the overall markets?
I think this is just adoption news. I don't think it's necessarily going to be moving anyone any which way, but it will increase adoption because people, again, will begin accidentally using Web3. Not even in a way that they necessarily understand all the time, but because of how close it is to something that they use so regularly, it's going to be an easy transition for them.
Okay. I think this is garbage. I don't think this is gonna do anything. History Bear, he's way more into semen.
I was a submariner, History Bear. Thank you very much.
Submariner.
Navy.
Yeah, he worked on the subwoofers at concerts.
I also did that too.
I All right, so here's why I don't think this is newsworthy quite yet. Okay, right now we have places like, and this is not a show, but I gotta put it on the screen. We have places like Discover with their savings account that has no lockups or anything of that nature. There's no monthly, like literally, like no balance requirements, zero fees, no like. This is one of the accounts that I actually have. 3.6. Okay, the news, that they thought was good for PayPal was 3.7. Like, we're a 0.1 away from a regular high yield savings. But if you go to like Amex, because they have their online bank for high yield savings, you can get a 3.7 as well.
Already, yeah.
So this is like a nothing burger to me. When they start actually having high APYs out there, the way that we saw in the previous, bull run, that's when I think it actually becomes newsworthy. Just because, great, you got a stablecoin PayPal, do better.
Do you think there's any barrier of entry in comparison?
What do you mean?
So for some of those, you have to go through like an application process versus PayPal, you can just actively use it. Even crypto as a whole, you can just
Bro,
actively
go
get
to
into.
any. Okay, this is where I'm gonna get a little spicy. Go to any
Sure.
Carnival cruise and ask around. Everybody's got a Discover card. You can read between the lines there, but like that's anybody can get a Discover account as well. Like that savings, it's basically anyone can open. There's no application process behind it. It's just do it. So no, there's no barrier to entry at all on the regular market. So to try to make this newsworthy with PayPal saying that 3.7 is amazing, it's really, really not. I do actually want to see something else. and again, this will be a little bit of a show in a sense. So Crypto.com is where I had 6 figures earning yield last cycle, and I was happy with it because they were paying, like I was getting a pretty nice sum as far as returns went, and they dropped that tremendously. All right, let me see where this is actually going to be at. Businesses. Yeah, here we go. So everything is down as far as earning is concerned. Where's my percentage? I thought they had an 8% thing going on here. Oh yeah, the card. That's how they get you. They get money back, but I was getting upwards of 12% on my money on here, which was pretty darn good. Look at that, up to 8% rewards on stable coins. That's what it says right there. I can't actually see it because they updated the website and added everything under the sun. Even gambling is going on here, which is wild to me. I will find it eventually. Yeah, no, they're basically expanding into everything. It's the Visa card. Yeah, they do CRU rewards. This is still insane. Like that they just came out with this CRU lockup of $1 million to get 8% back. This was like 15 or 16 last time around. Like I feel like I need to go back and take a look at it just to see what it was. But ultimately, like I got the Royal Indigo one, which is fine for what it is. I still get a few of the, like I don't, this is hilarious, but it says you have to lock up 5,000 CRU. I locked up 4,000 when the price of CRU was a lot lower, and it's been years, so it just sits there. I don't even have to touch it. But these guys are one of the ones that are actually winning, and you're like, how am I going to tie all this together? They're in. Sorry, I'm thinking if I can say this. They are in conversations in DC right now. They're part of the group of people that are working to make things better as far as crypto adoption is concerned in the US. So they didn't go down with the, with the dumpster fire of SBF, and they stuck around, and they're trying to do even more. They're pushing further. Shout out Matt Damon. You remember that ad, right?
Yeah, he has so many crazy ads right now.
Yeah.
So like the last one I saw just clicked in my head right away.
So yeah, but if you are going to sign up for Crypto.com, you know what they got to do, right? Toki, you know this. Come on, finish my sentence.
Is it use the referral code action?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
No, it's worth it. You should probably do that if you actually do want to get involved. Referral
I
codes
do like them.
do help.
They help. I mean, it's free money, right? Like they were just going to take that money instead, so why not get a little bit back?
Literally.
They're one of my preferred US platforms. See, Lord Corp knows exactly what's up. Use code ACTION. Yeah. I love it.
Honestly, people out there, if you get onto some random Web3 website, if you think for even just a sheer moment that it has a referral code association, just even if it says that there may be a shot of you having a chance with a referral code, just put in action, whether uppercase A, lowercase a, just action. You'll probably like 85% of the time get something. Whether it's not what you wanted, I can't say, but you'll probably get something.
Yeah, you're not wrong. The cool thing here that I really like about this is the fact that half of the time I'm not even like asking for like any kickbacks. Like I'm usually asking like, no, can you make the rewards better for people? So like I don't even see most of the let's call it referral funds back to me anyway. So enjoy, guys. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you.
I've seen referral codes created live for this guy.
And like I'm always out on the lookout for it as well. So like if I'm on a space and I'm like, so is there any referrals that we can add on here? Like anything to help people get signed up? And they're like, well, we're gonna set one up. It's going to be I try to interrupt people as often as possible. I go, wait, is it gonna be action? Yeah, it should be action. So make it easy for everyone across the board. But yeah, stables definitely playing a big part, man. In this whole thing here. we've gotten very, very far away from the conversation that we were having with the last administration when it came to
Oh
CBDCs,
my
which is
goodness.
awesome. But at the same time, what's been happening is that you have people like PayPal coming out with their own. So there's a lot of
Or Ripple.
conversation. There you go. I was gonna get there. Around stables in general, of like what stables should you hold? What's a reliable stable? Because at the end of the day, all you're doing is saying, I trust this entity to actually have the funds in the back end.
Hopefully.
Nobody thinks about that. Nobody thinks about that piece, and it's so important. You know, USDT has been the standard around the globe, and USDC got, you know, hit hard when the banks were closed over the weekend, and Silicon Valley Bank decided to do what it did.
Mhm.
So it's been the king, and it is the most extremely difficult market to kind of get into because it requires a ton of money, but the rewards are amazing. Like that's a thing that people don't understand. Like if you're holding stables right now, I guarantee you that 10 times out of 10, somebody is making money from you holding that token. That's how this market works, and we forget that a lot of times. So keep that in mind. If you're holding a stable and you're not earning any yield on it,
You're wrong.
you're earning some, but somebody's earning yield on top of you, basically, is what's happening, because assets are appreciating. People are not just saying, I'm gonna go buy some dollars and put them in the safe. Like that's not how this works. That's not how stables are actually backed. So if you're not getting any return on your stables, you're doing it wrong. And I hate being the guy that says you're doing it wrong, but that's something to be aware of, because you might not think, oh, it's not that big of a deal, it's not that much money. It adds up. It totally adds up. I used to say it's not a big deal if, you know, a while back, and I'm like, wait, as soon as I refied the house last time around, 3%. Don't worry, I'm good. It's amazing.
Glad to
I love
hear
it.
it.
Yeah, and that was the highest one. The other house I got it for less than that. I'm at 2.75.
I'm beating you. Yeah.
Oh no, I like it was worth refining. So like I
Oh
got some
no.
money out.
I
I made a lot of money on stable.
I see what you're saying. There's some
Yeah,
good
no,
opportunities there.
like I just had to do it. I had to pull the trigger on it. So that's where I'm at. So think stables, they're definitely going to play a big part in this market. It's something that people won't talk about until you start seeing the high yield numbers, which are coming. Like guarantee you, without a shadow of a doubt, between the summer and October, we're going to see some stables literally provide like over 10% APY. Like this is one I'm putting money on. I know for a fact this is what's going to happen. It's what happens when things are pumping. Like if stables are backed by anything that is pumping, well, they feel like, oh, we're going to get people to hold our stables by providing higher yield because they're making money. So yeah, it does make a huge difference. Even 1K USDT might not be so much. Oh, it's a lot, dude. Like how do I even say this? I have a part-time job from my earnings in stable tokens. Let me just put it that way. Like part of my revenue generation comes from stable yield.
Which is how it probably should be for a lot of people, because the
It
risk
should be for
is
everybody.
significantly lower.
Right. No, but that should be for everybody. That's the thing that it frustrates me sometimes, because people are just leaving money on the table. Yeah. Should I open a short on Bitcoin right now?
It's probably not a bad idea.
I'm just asking because I'm looking at the chart and we're dipping a little more.
I know.
So we're at 92.9.
It's not bad. Where would
I
you
don't
close
open,
it?
I don't open shorts on a bull market. That's how I lose money. I lost
There
so
is
much
that
money
chance.
doing that.
There is that
So much
chance.
money doing that. I think right now I would be okay if I opened that short, but I'd probably get in and get out pretty quickly. We are definitely going to see this thing actually wick down. There's no question about it. It's just where we are. And like I said, I think we're probably going to land around the 90s and stay there for the rest of the week, is my opinion.
I mean,
on
even if you
this.
go back to, what is it, March 1st? on the chart.
Where's March? This is
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. So even that nice up and then down.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening. So I will say like a nice. I keep forgetting, like I talk to people as if everybody has been in crypto forever. I need to get back to my old ways of going, hey guys, if you want to know where to find some charts and some basic information, go to coinmarketcap.com. Here's what I'm talking about. So like I really do like what they do with their charts in regards to adding news pieces to the bottom of this. Are they paid sometimes? Maybe, but it is helpful for people to get an understanding of, you know, things that happen that actually impact the price of a token. But
What is the current RSI on Bitcoin? Do you know?
do you want me to just sit here and do all the homework for you? Like this is
I was just curious.
you're a part of the show, Toki. You're supposed to go, hey, by the way, action, the RSI on Bitcoin.
I was just curious if you already had it up.
No, I don't have anything up. I'm literally doing it. We're doing it live.
It's totally fair.
So, but the bigger winner here, if we can be honest with ourselves, is ETH, because it was in a little slump over here, and we definitely did pretty well. And this is the thing that I was talking about, like on Monday, talking about this, like where are we at? That was Monday, was the 21st, right? Yeah, it was the 21st. So this is when, like, over the weekend, we had a little bit of a pump.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Monday, we saw it like this. I love the time frame here. So 9 a.m. is when the show started. And I'm like, this thing is going to not do so hot. It started to not do well. And by the end of the show, I was like, yeah, this thing is oversold. And sure enough, this is where it stayed for a day. And then we're back up. So pretty easy gains on that one. I have been doing something a little bit different, Toki, this time around. This market has been a little bit different for me. I have been the guy that literally sits around and goes, all right, these are my conviction plays. I'm going to go ahead and buy it and forget about it. I've been making more money with short plays, with things that I'm like, that's oversold. Let me go buy it really quick, and I can sell it within a couple of days and be happy, right? Like I have always been the long term guy, which don't get me wrong. Like I still have plenty of conviction plays that have been paying off quite well, and they sit there. But short term, I have always been too busy to kind of invest in some of these things. So I am calling it my midterm strategy. And that's like anything that I will buy and sell within, 3 to 10 days. That's been really, really worth it recently, simply because there are more sure ways to know exactly where things are going. And when I say sure way, I'm talking about the people that are on YouTube giving financial advice, that love them.
Some of them.
Oh no, I love the fact that there's people on there doing it. I'm not saying I love the people.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I dislike plenty of them. Don't get me wrong. It's just it makes for fun and interesting conversation. We can put it that way. If
that's very true.
If that's fair to say. Yeah, there's plenty of entertainment to go around. I'm not gonna lie. That's where I'm at. I want to take a brief pause at 9:28 here to bring up the fact that you haven't said China yet.
Haven't needed to.
Well, why did the markets pump?
Well, some are saying it's because Trump talked about kind of rolling back tariffs a little bit
On who?
on one of the greatest Eastern nations.
Oh, so you think this nation is great?
They did a great job so far manufacturing, except for
Ooh.
Boeing planes. Horrible job.
Wait,
Don't
who?
make those anymore.
Who?
China.
There it is. All right. We can go into it now. Because that's what happened. And it wasn't like, I love the fact that it's not even anything concrete. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't like, we're cutting back tariffs to 0%. It's like, no, we're gonna ease.
Isn't that how he works though?
It's not
It's
even
the
about
best
him. I'm
time
talking
to
about how
buy.
the market like reacts. It's forget
But
about him. Forget about what Trump says. It's just how the
but
market
it
reacts to
doesn't
the
need
things he
to be
says.
anything. It doesn't need to be something even remotely solid. It barely even needs to be in liquid form for the market to be like, yo, Trump said it. We should probably start reacting now. He said it's a great time to buy. Everyone, we don't even know what the prices are. Just start buying. Just start buying everything you can, whatever it is. Buy chocolate bars. Just buy Smarties. Buy Tesla. Buy literally anything you can. Buy whatever you got. And now we're at this point where it's like, yeah, we'll probably take down some tariffs on stuff, maybe
And that's enough to
eventually.
move markets. Like that's wild to me. That is
That's
so
crazy.
stinking wild to me.
That
Yeah.
shouldn't. It's it's a little terrifying
Why do
how
you say it's a
much
little terrifying?
power there is in such simple words.
Yeah, words matter.
Words do matter. It's just we have no idea what's actually going to happen next, and yet we're seeing this crazy market volatility because of it. And it's like, yes, this rally happened, but this rally could be evaporated by who knows, maybe tariffs going up to 165.
Or maybe just a post on Truth Social talking about some of these things, right? Sometimes that's enough. I can't read this whole thing out loud, to be honest with you, just because there are words in here that will make things not go so hot for the channel, and I don't not want to lose this channel for the fourth time. So I won't. But yeah, things are being said about things that are happening over with Ukraine as well. So that is my biggest worry, is that because of one, let's call it misstep, which is not even a misstep necessarily, it's just a matter of like people saying too much, things can come crashing right back down. I don't think we're in it for the major run until a little bit later. We will definitely get up there as far as breaking 100. Summerish is my expectation.
Oh, I
When does
totally see it
when does
happening
summer
like
start? First day of
May
summer.
20, May 20th or something like that.
Absolutely not. It's June 20th.
Oh, June. My bad.
That's way off.
Bro, I tried.
May? Did you say May 20th?
Hey, I knew it was the 20th, so I'll take that.
I mean, that's pretty good. That's a win in my book for sure.
And only off by 1 month? Man.
People have been off by worse, right?
Yeah.
So I do see things rallying there, but this is a narrative that your best friend Mati Greenspan has talked about forever, and it was funny. I love how you made a face and you couldn't help your face right there. That was amazing. Hi Mati, I know he's watching. He wants to hang out in Dubai. I've said this, and then all of a sudden he said it. I'm like, wait, we agree that nation states is a huge play for crypto right now. That people have been buying like crazy, and they just aren't really talking about it quite yet. I
Oh,
think the
yeah.
best example of that is China. I mean, you heard what Larry said. I mean, that's a known fact of how they've been literally accumulating Bitcoin, even when
And
it
then they
was.
just sold a mass ton of it.
Is that what you think?
No, they just did sell a portion of it.
A portion of it, yes.
Now, sure, like, are they gonna buy it back? Probably. They're going to buy more Bitcoin or produce more Bitcoin because of the mining. At the same time, when, how much, I don't know. Oh, thank you, History Bear.
He knows the history. That's what I'll say.
When it comes down to like China and their current operations, I know that they just sold um a fair amount, almost to the point where there was even like speculation that Bitcoin could drop down to 40K because of how much people were expecting China to sell. And
Yep.
so that's why, like, even right now, they have the ability to totally toss more volatility into the market just on a different sliding scalar because of Bitcoin.
Right. But the beautiful thing that's happening right now is people going away in a deep peg, let's call it, which I want to see more and more of Bitcoin and stock market, Bitcoin and the US dollar. Like, I think that's the healthiest thing.
Is
And
when they
that's
actually depeg from each other.
yeah. Because I want to see Bitcoin stand on its own, not not rely on any one single currency. That's the dream. And it's scary because you have nationalists that will look at it and say, well, I want this token because the dollar is a token, guys. I don't know how to break it down to you, but that's what it is. Let's say we want the dollar to be king. Do we? Like, as an American? Or but as someone who believes in blockchain technology more than the dollar, no, not so much. So there is definitely that fine line of even the administration right now wanting to have it all, right? Having their cake and eat it too. They want the dollar to be as strong as possible, all the while actually being okay with digital assets, which is why I believe that we're actually going to see what I was talking about, Mati, before, which is nation states making a huge impact in what's going on in crypto, having the price of of Bitcoin go crazy because nation states are actually not wanting to, but having to acquire it to stay relevant in a global market. Because that's what happens, right? It's a lot easier for nations to actually, well, I don't even know how to describe that. It should be easier for nation states to be able to hold Bitcoin versus gold. I don't ever blame anybody for holding gold. By all means, have fun at it. It's been doing phenomenal. I may have head over to Costco and bought some myself, but that's hard to store. Plus, 5-figure discounts on gold does take place. Have you seen what's inside of Fort Knox right now?
I don't think anyone has for the past.
It was 63, 68.
It was one of those.
You want to have a chuckle?
Ooh. Sure. Why?
Why not? Boop.
After his dinner announcement. Okay. It's a good thing I already sold all of mine, so it doesn't matter.
I did not make money on Trump coin. The NFTs though.
I made money on Melania.
I did not. I didn't even touch it.
Figured why not? Quick leg, double up, get out.
Dude, it's still going.
Well, maybe you can make some money on Trump.
No, we're on a stream, bro. We're on a stream. No, okay, there's no pain here. It only hurts when you lose money. I just didn't make money. That's different.
Oh, so you also sold your Trump?
No, I didn't get into Trump at all. I was busy. I saw it take place, but I didn't get to buy it. I'm like, I'm just gonna pass on this, whatever. It's timing, dude. Like, a lot of the stuff with Trump it's a lot of timing, and you gotta have the time to do some of these things. That's what I was talking about. Like,
and the Solana network has to work correctly at that time.
Love it. Again, my problem, what does boil down to time a lot. Like, that's why I've always been like the long-term holder of things. Like, I'll write it up and write it down a lot of times simply because I don't have the time to actually pay attention to buying and selling at any specific point. So, like I said, what I'm focusing on is those 3 to 10 days. Those mid-term purchases are the ones that have been the most profitable, simply because I can carve out a little time, a couple of times a week, to actually do some of these things, which is more than most people can do. So, yeah.
I just saw one of the updates as far as Fort Knox goes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
do tell.
We have the last 2 major visits. was 2017 when official visit by non-military personnel, then Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin was there, along with Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin. But before that, it was 1974.
Oh, 74.
Now,
I thought it was 60 something. That's
now the
better.
weird part is that even all of the pictures from 2017 are in black and white. There are
What?
no color pictures whatsoever of inside the vault.
Why wouldn't those pictures be colored?
There's the last time that the vault even was officially audited by the US government was like 1953.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. But Trump coin is pumping.
It's true.
This is very true. I guess you can quote Foreigner on this one. You know, I better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm older. Yes, I brought the music back.
That's another good one. Brought the music back.
What's the name of that song? It's literally the chorus. Okay, Toki just pretends to know music, guys. Okay, let me refer back to the original video I played. If I'm not roasting you, I don't.
Oh no,
like
I'm
you.
totally fine with that.
Okay. Well, it's one of two things. Either oh,
that was a good one.
I think that Toki either stinks at music or he doesn't know what love is.
I want to know what love is, but I want you to show me.
Whew, that was good. What else did I say I was going to cover? Because there was some important stuff that I want to talk about. So I went stables. If you guys want some entertainment, like if you want like old man grumpy vibes, if you got some time today, this is what I recommend you guys listen to. Kevin OLeary basically like just
He goes off.
angry man for 30 minutes. And he's still saying the same things like China's gonna lose this. We need to tariff them more. Give it. We want more.
He really does want more.
He does. Oh, absolutely, absolutely does.
He's watched every single company in China just start to laugh at the US as far as like how production was going, stealing all their different designs and everything else. And he was just like, it's ridiculous. If you guys think that they care for a second about any of our economics or how things are playing out, no, they're going to produce the cheapest item and then they're going to sell it to us. And then if we bring ideas to them, they're going to steal them and then sell it back to us, just as if it was their own. And that's going to happen time and time and time again, no matter what we say or do about it, because someone is always going to want the cheapest item that is possible.
Yeah, and we have always talked about how how cheap it is for people to manufacture in China because of the cheap labor. That's not what China is hoping for. Like China's birth rate has declined like crazy. They don't have as many people as they used to. Hi, doggy. Doggy's in the back.
Yes, yes.
This is where we're really going with things and what China's really focusing on that people don't even pay attention to. Xiaomi last year announced that they were launching their smartphone factory. The lights are off at this place. That's how crazy it is. It goes from start to finish, even packaging, 100% automated. The only people that work there are repair people for the maintenance of the machinery. That's it. So like, it's no longer a matter of like, well, we have the manpower to handle this. No, they're 100% in the automation business, more than people realize. It's not a matter of having a bunch of cheap labor doing things. It's how can we actually get rid of the labor itself and have things be autonomous as much as possible. Yeah.
Because that is the cheapest labor.
bingo. Might not seem like it at first, but it pays off pretty darn quick. And it's more than just the labor itself. It's the liabilities that come with labor. Like people don't realize some of these things, but like the biggest, liability when it comes to employing people is actually having people work for you.
And the
Like,
human error.
well, I don't want anybody working. Dude, I have like my whole life. I've had hundreds of people report to me and I hated it. Love helping people, love working with them. But every once in a while, I'd have to go to mediation. Like, you're firing me unfairly. And I'm like, no, I'm not. You were literally watching X, Y, and Z on your computer at work. And I have the pictures of yourself to prove it. Can't talk about that because I signed an NDA after all of that took place. So I can't really disclose all those things. But yeah,
Yikes.
it gets wild. No, it gets wild, dude. Like people stink. People are terrible. A lot of amazing people out there, but the few that are just terrible individuals, they make it hard for people to operate and have businesses. Like hiring people is a nightmare. I dislike it with a passion. All in the while, trying to encourage the people that work with and for me to go find better jobs and things that they actually love to do. That's how I've kept most people, is actually encouraging them to do what they love to do. So it's a really crazy fine line. I just don't think it's something that people like, let's say, foreign countries, China specifically, really care about. If you realize that there are nets outside of buildings for the manufacturing of iPhones, I guess they do care. They put nets out there, right? Yeah.
They care about your safety.
Yep. Exactly. That's where I'm going with it. But labor is just difficult. Like people underplay like how important that stuff is. And it's just you got to know what you're up to. You got to know where you're actually headed with some of these things. Otherwise, you end up getting taken advantage of, and ultimately, labor ends up being way more expensive than it seems at first. So, Xiaomi doing the automation piece is what everyone is up to. I mean, that's what, your Teslas of the world. We got to say Tesla and Elon Musk a couple of times. I forgot Toki so that the algorithm picks it up even further.
That's fair. Because Tesla does do fairly well whenever Elon Musk takes the time to talk about Tesla.
Yeah, between
especially on
Cybertrucks
X.
On X, yeah, and Cybertrucks. You hear about Cybertrucks?
I have seen Cybertrucks, especially because I was watching this thing about SpaceX, and then this guy was talking about his Cybertruck and how he was able to drive it while watching the latest SpaceX video by Elon Musk after he posted it on X.
Great. Now my YouTube's is gonna get dinged because nobody wants to hear about X on YouTube. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Funny story. So the keywords actually matter a lot more for YouTube because they're doing active transcription. Yeah, and they're actually leveraging it for SEO. So little sideline comment here: if y'all are looking at starting a YouTube channel, once actually trend your channel, do something good with it. Ensure that whatever you put in your description, your title, you actually talk about it, and try to do it at the very beginning of the video so that the algorithm picks it up early and gets you trending with the things that you actually want to trend with. Reach out via DMs if you want some consulting.
The only thing that Action has not mentioned this whole entire time is the breaking news. I think that was the only phrase that you have not used in this whole entire live.
You noticed. Yeah. The breaking news was the piece that Lore Corp shared with us in regards to Trump coin. That was the breaking news. But
breaking news.
Go ahead.
Breaking news, we have the latest Trump coin launches to the moon. You wouldn't believe it. It's passing, going to Mars. Elon Musk took it with him.
Oh man. Ooh, double feature. Fantastic. What else we got going on? I am sad to say that Scott could not join us. Where is he at?
He is currently, I believe, a few states away from New Jersey. I think he's a few states south of
Are you
of me
doxing
right now.
him?
I'm not doxing him. What do you mean doxing him? He's already. We've seen his face.
Location-wise.
Oh.
No. Yeah, no, he's gonna be on the East Coast before he heads off to Dubai. You're gonna be flying over with him, right?
Yeah, we're both gonna be meeting to fly out together. Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
seems better that way,
Give me
especially because then we
give
can
me some
eat
updates on
cookies.
what's happening then.
As far as
Trips, where are we
this
gonna be?
weekend, yeah, we're
What can
heading
we
out to
do?
Dubai. We're going to be actually landing Sunday in Dubai. Straight shot for him and I. We're probably gonna start releasing content as soon as we land. Whether or not we find you right away, we'll see. I think you either land an hour before or after us. One of the
It's
two.
like 50 minutes after you.
After, okay. So
Wait,
we'll probably.
were you in Dubai last time?
No, I was not.
Okay, hopefully Scott doesn't remember how to get to the Ubers and stuff. That way I can probably catch up to you guys.
There's a good chance he doesn't. So.
Dude, it's that airport is so chill, like so chill. It's huge. Like for you to leave the airport, it's a little bit of a hassle, but like getting out was such a breeze.
Oh, like the Singaporean airport?
What was Singaporean airport like?
You have to get through
No, that one's
the.
easier. That's even better. Singapore airport's better than Dubai.
Okay, so then yeah, you'll definitely have time to catch up.
Yeah, but like in Dubai is better because you can call people Habibi.
That will be interesting. I'm very, very certain of it.
With that beard, you're gonna fit right in, bro.
I am gonna trim it down a little bit before I head out there. I promise. Be a
You
little
are?
bit better. Yeah, just a little bit.
You're gonna like get rid of it or just shape it?
Just do a full shaping. Yeah.
Nice. I got a haircut to
It's taken
fly.
so long to find a barber that is not ridiculously priced for what they're trying to do.
What happened when you met him?
When I met them,
Yeah,
I just
were you like,
called him on the phone.
for so long, you and me been finding each other for so long. Sorry. This is a very interesting state. Make sure you don't do anything action one do, Toki. This is a very low standard. Please do not follow it. Guys, I get away with so much stuff. Like I definitely don't recommend people doing the things that I do.
I definitely do some of the things that you do.
Yeah, but like there are others that I just wouldn't recommend.
Oh, I sincerely agree. I also would say that in the same regard. If there's some things that I've done that I would not recommend that you do.
Oh, for sure.
Sometimes based on like the height. Height bar.
Okay, guys, that was fantastic having Toki join us for this stream. Oh man, I love it. No, it's one of those things. Like I actually don't mind it whatsoever when people make fun of me. I take it.
Yeah, I would hope so after that video you shared earlier.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That was just affirmation to let me know that maybe I'm a jerk, but I'm a jerk that cares.
Yeah.
Mark knows all about that. So does his mom. Oh man, I have some fun times with people on chat. I gotta say, like, if y'all don't engage like with me on that X platform, like, just do so. I promise you, we'll have a good time.
Especially if you ever want to do an interview.
Oh,
please, if you're in Dubai and you see us and you would like to just line up and do an interview real quick, trust me, you will have fun. Regardless of whether or not you think you will, you will have fun.
All right.
And you'll probably get invited to some event that you weren't intending on going to until that moment.
That's a good point. Dude, I ended up with a posse last time I was in Dubai. Like, and
you did.
I try to randomly adopt people when I go places. So like I acquired a few of those last time I was in Dubai and I love them. Like there's just such incredible people. Ilko, I will call you back. I saw you called me yesterday. I missed your call. My bad, dude. I'll call you back. It's just, yeah, you find some incredible individuals and my entire experience with crypto. And if you guys don't get to conferences very often, I'll try to capture as much as I possibly can. I do have somebody offering me a sponsorship to actually do a daily vlog right now. So like basically like, hey guys, showing up to Dubai, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm going, sort of thing, and saying that, hey, this video is sponsored by so-and-so, this is what's going on. I think that's going to be worthwhile just so people get a little taste. And I promise you, I won't hype it up too much. Like, I want to make it true and honest to what it actually feels like. But it's just an amazing experience, like getting to meet people because of other people. Somebody that I have to give a big shout out to, that I am so appreciative of, is Simon, Catalyst Global Simon. I don't think you know him. I got introduced you to Simon, but last year I ended up at his penthouse party. The place was packed. That's one of the places that Scott showed up to, and he basically looked indoors like, "Nah, I'm not staying here. We're leaving." But I was just chilling. I was having a good time. I was out in the, what do you call it? I was out in the balcony, so like I didn't even see the place fill up. By the time like I was having conversations like on the balcony, just hanging out, I look back and the place is literally packed. There's probably like over a couple of hundred people in a penthouse. Like it was insane. But yeah, it's like all the usual suspects showed up. Like we're over there, then all of a sudden, Megan shows up with loudmouth, like all the lights, all the cameras, and it's like, yo, what's going on? Like, oh god, this is happening again. But met some incredible people there. Like those are some of the relationships that I'm gonna stick with for the rest of my life in crypto. Regardless if they're still working at a Coinbase listed company that is in top RWA play or not, don't care. Like just incredible individuals, right? Like you get to meet these people as people, not as like, oh, this person works for such and such place. So make a lot of good connections, a lot of friends, a lot of people that I can rely on. Again, like if I get hit by a bus in Dubai, I got people I can call.
People you can call, dude. I'm probably going to be standing next to you if I didn't get also hit by the same bus.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be standing right next to me. That would be bad. That'd be bad. All that to say, shout out Simon. Thank you. And this was a random little thing. Like I wasn't even expecting to go to this place. I was hanging out at Token 2049 last year. I guess we can go into the story. We need a jingle. Story time with action. Sitting, what is it? Token 2049. I was with George, and I was with Scott. George was there, and then we're talking. Then all of a sudden, Adrian, Crypto Burb, shows up. I'm like, dude, what's going on? You're here. He's like, yeah, I'm here. And then Simon shows up, and Simon's like, you guys coming to my party tonight, right? And that's like the whole thing kicked off, literally that day. Before Genzio, I'd never, ever, ever booked anything. Just to be honest, like I didn't sign up for any Lumas. I would just show up everywhere. Now Genzio goes out and takes care of me, I guess. So like I open my Luma and I literally have a bunch of different events going on. But that's not always the case. So yeah, it was very last minute things, and I always loved it. I always enjoyed it, like going out with no plans and just making incredible connections. That's honestly one of my favorite things to do. I really, really, really wish some of y'all would come out, like people like, you know, History Bear that has been around the channel forever. Like it'd be so cool, dude, for you to show up to one of these events. Like we can hang. Like I'll intro you to whoever I possibly can. It's just a great time to meet new people and see how things operate a little differently. And that's the biggest thing for me. Like I have definitely understood the space in a different light, because again, like it's your perspective. It's literally your point of view. It just happens to be a view from a point, right? That's just you looking at it from one way. But when you have like a lot of different individuals that you get to connect with and say, hey, what do you think about this? You get different perspectives. People that won't just say, well, it's China's fault, like Toki over here. People that actually, you know, have some forethought into what is actually going on. So you didn't, did you? Let me hear it. Wow. Okay. I'll load it up. That's hilarious. I was not expecting that, but that makes it very, very fun. I'm just going to do it the janky way. I'll just pull it up on my phone and hit play on it. But thank you for that. I think that's amazing. So anytime we start going at it and have something important to share,
Story time with
I think you could
Oh,
actually use that for shorts. Just have that be the beginning,
that's
and then just go into
hilarious.
it.
Wow, that was pretty amazing, Toki. Thank you. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
man.
But that's what it's all about, man. Like we know the markets are definitely gonna not take off like crazy. That's not what's happening. Trump coin's already down 15% from where it was. So we're only up to about 1309 right now.
Okay, that's
Um
not too bad still.
no, but it's what I'm saying, dude, is like I'm not expecting these markets to actually like take off like wildfire. Like it's not the time quite yet. I think we're just we're gonna sit pretty. We're gonna sit tight for a while before things actually make big moves.
I'm still like, for me personally, I'm still very much on the mindset of things are not going to be in a real pickup or a real takeoff until after the Bitcoin conference.
You
And
think so?
I still have some pretty good conviction on that one. I think we may see some good lead up to the Bitcoin conference, but I don't think we'll see anything really take off until after. Unless we get big news during. I could see that as a potential. Something like genuinely hitting during the conference and then things just lifting off from there. Because I mean, you're in Las Vegas, you have a bunch of people in DC meeting up, you have a bunch of good speakers who are coming in just for the event in Las Vegas. You have, I think it's 4 Trumps going to be around Las Vegas, not necessarily all at the Bitcoin conference, but some of the other events that are going on as well. And then who else was there? I want to say there was someone from the Treasury was supposed to be going to the Bitcoin conference as well.
Keep it going. I got 2 things to share.
I'm trying to find it. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, along with a few other industry leaders, were potentially talking because of the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve about if there was any plans to attend the conference. So again, like there are significant opportunities for growth just around the conference.
Okay, you know I'm big in mining, right?
Yeah, of course.
So this is piece of news that I want to make sure people understood. Riot platform secures 100 million Bitcoin backed loan from Coinbase. We're
It's a big
gonna
deal.
mine. We're gonna mine more. Is basically what this means. U.S. based mining. You already have Bitmain saying that they're, not saying, but literally building factories in the U.S. There's a lot of things happening here. So,
Are you sure
am I sure what?
Riot is going to be dedicated to mining in the US and not in Africa as well?
Oh, you mean Ethiopia?
Yeah.
I may be in direct contact with the people over there.
Cannot confirm or deny, but we're
But
saying there's a chance.
yeah, I mean, if you guys are wondering why Caspa pumped,
Keep wondering.
because I can't say anything. But watch the hash rate. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch the hash rate of Caspa. Yeah. ASICs is what's up, man. There's a lot going on with that. And I just want to show you something, Toki. You wanted me to lose money. Did you know that?
On what?
On Bitcoin.
That
Remember
short.
how remember how you said why not? Go ahead and short it. You know what happened?
Ticked up.
We're back up, baby. We're back up.
Ooh.
Let me put this one on. Yeah. So I would have definitely gotten liquidated.
Almost $1,000 up.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't open shorts on a bull market. It's just not.
Start opening longs.
It's not smart. When Binance for Caspa, let me change this view here. I can't say exactly, but the place where mining takes place might have a very, very, very close, immediate, direct. Well, let's just say a connection to Binance. Oh man.
Couldn't say.
I should not be streaming. I don't know.
I mean, it's long as long as it's not financial
one day, I
advice.
swear.
You're
I
fine.
swear. Well, it's not even financial advice. I just leak too much, because I like people knowing stuff. Like I like people being educated about these things, and I feel not right sometimes when I know too much, and it's like I think everybody else should know too.
I mean, to a degree, it helps you.
How does it help me?
If you buy, and then everyone else
Yeah, dude, but like I make
then
money.
buys after
There's no
you buy.
question about that. I'm just talking about like, yeah, I'm not here to extract value from other people though. Like, yeah, I can do that a lot. It's just not the way I roll. Like usually when I hear news, I try. Most of the time, I don't buy into things because I don't want to front run people.
I have watched you accidentally not front run people while trying to front run people.
Wait, what?
Big Red, where you got that address
I wasn't
released out to
trying to
everyone.
front run. I was just trying to buy it. It was just failing over and over again. I literally pushed the transaction like 10 times, and only 2 of them went through. I wasn't front running. Like I wasn't trying to make a quick buck.
You just have to give up on the other part of like how much is it gonna take out.
Yeah,
Just
it's
go for that
something else.
100% real quick and see what happens.
So obviously Toki loves front running people. That's what he's in the business of. So make sure you don't giving him a follow, because he'll probably just extract your liquidity. Toki, how does it feel to do that to people over and over again?
Well, consider.
Hey, what's up?
But it's not something Genzio is afraid of.
If you want to survive, you got to build a
How
hive.
many you know who do not understand that we do not understand? Ladies and gentlemen,
Rebecca's Genzio Media House.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us today.